I don't know if I can share that.
Okay. I'm not sure I also heard you clearly. Can you take that again, please?
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Jolas is with us now. Mr. Jolas, sorry, he's with us now. Mr. Jolas, you asked the question the other time. Can you ask the question again, please?
Yes, my question was then, I asked about, what is it again? Voltage stabilizer, yeah. Voltage stabilizer.
Stabilizer, okay.
Yeah, the stabilizer, yes. My question was then that the stabilizer, how does it really function? How does it stabilize this electricity, the voltage that is coming into the stabilizer? If, for example, I'm just giving an example, if you have 240 voltage and it has to stabilize it to like 12 volts, so how does it operate mechanically? Explanation. Thank you.
Okay. For that, basically, what I understand by stabilizer, from the word stabilizer, you only need stabilizer when something is not stable. All right, that is stabilizer. That's what it means. So now, it's talking about stabilizing voltage or electricity. All right, it's just like a precautional. It's a precautional motive action. All right, basically, there are some processors who doesn't use stabilizer with their computer sets. All right, and it works perfectly. But the concept of having a stabilizer connected to your computer is just to help regulate electricity in days where you can have high voltage, whereby it can damage electronics. No, let's not forget that computers are an electronic machine. All right, so it's more of a precautionary motive. And there are some, I think stabilizer also perform the work of a step down. All right, like there's this particular gadget I had then. I think that was my PlayStation. I think that was PlayStation 4. I could not use directly. And just like what I was told where I got it from, if I try directly with the level of voltage we get here in Abuja, that will damage the console, that I should get a step down. That's like a small stabilizer, right, to help me regulate. Right now, the voltage will not be too high, it's not be too low to power. All right, it's like a life support. Okay, Miss Regina is here. Good afternoon, ma. Can you hear me now, ma?
I can hear you, but not that clear. It's skipping. It's breaking.
Ma, can you get earpiece?
Sir?
Do you have earpiece? Can you get earpiece?
Okay.
Yep. It will work better. So, Mr. Jolas, have I been able to answer your question? Is there anything anybody want to add to what I said about the stabilizer? Mr. Alfred.
Yes, the little knowledge I know about, we have a stabilizer which builds current from a low. If you have a voltage of, let's assume 180, the stabilizer will boost the current to about 220, which is a regular current. Then a step down is different from a stabilizer. The step down will convert from 220 to about 110.
Okay.
So that's the job of a step down. I know the two of them very well.
Reduce the voltage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there are some vessels. Okay, let me use them. There are some electronics. If you plug them direct to our current here, which is 220, it's going to burn it. So what you do now, you now attach a step down that will convert it to 110. Yeah, a step down. So the step down convert from 220 to 110. While the stabilizer will convert from 110, some 180, depends on how powerful is the stabilizer to boost the current up.
Okay. So it is a step down. A stabilizer does not have the feature of a step down. Is that what you are trying to tell us in one?
They are two different things. What I'm saying, they are two different things. Yeah. Okay. One increases, one brings down.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that input, sir. So, Mr. Jewelers.
Yes.
Where now the inputs from Mr. Alfred and the one I made, have you been able to answer your question, or we raised our question?
Yes, the question I asked, it was answered. I so much appreciate. And the way I understand this to be, I might be wrong, but the way I understand voltage stabilizer is to stabilize the electricity that is coming into the system to make it stable. For example, the electrical system that we have in Nigeria that flows up, sometimes you can have like up to 300 and then you're getting 50, going up and down. It stabilizes the voltage that is coming into the system. In other words, I understand it again to be, for example, if I'm just trying to give an example, if you are taking water from the dam, you know that the water you're getting from the dam, the pressure will be very high as it's coming. Then it goes into the street. As it goes into the street, it's still very high. But when it goes into the buildings, it reduces. So it stepped down and gave you that is the maximum the maximum pressure that you need in the apartment. Because if you have to use the pressure that is coming from dam, I don't think you can use the water in the house. So that is what I am trying to think about this voltage voltage stabilizer, that it might be functioning that way. That is why I put up that question. But I so much appreciate the answers that was given. Thank you.
You're most welcome, sir. So let's proceed. So Mr. Alfred, you've been able to open the file, right?
Yes, I'm able to open it, but it's like once you touch any key, the thing, it's like it's not in PDF.
It's a PDF file, sir.
So why is my display editing it now?
Maybe you switch to editing mode. You can just use your navigation button to scroll down. I wanted you to take system software. Can you please locate system software and take it for us, sir?
Okay, is it before, where can I find it now?
After the, this one we talked about now. After, okay, no. After auxiliary equipment, CIT104.
Okay, I'm using a GST103. Okay, let me go to GST. Okay. Okay, I will take it, but let me just let me try and get there.
Okay, that's fine. Let's while we wait for Mr. Alfred. Now, when we talk about software, okay, system software, actually, we cannot talk about system software without understanding, all right, what the software itself means, which we talked about yesterday. All right. Now, it is said here that operating, which is said that computer hard drive, computer hardware is driven by the software in different ways. All right. Now, the operating system, one of the ways whereby the software, all right, drives the computer is through the operating system. Are we together? Now, this operating system has under it utility software. All right. Now, we also have something called language translators and we have application software. See where we took it from. We said the hardware is driven by the software. All right. And this software works in different ways. It works through the operating system, through the utility software, through the language translator, and application software. All right. Now, in essence, the software is the setup of programs, setup of different programs that runs on the computer. All right. So, Mr. Alfred, you can take it from what a program is. Are you there, sir? I think his network is bad. Mr. Alfred. Okay. while his network restores. Now, Miss Lena, are you there? You can unmute yourself, ma'am. Miss Lena.
Yes, I'm here, but I'm not really following because I don't have the CIT104.
But inside CIT103, there is a program now. You don't have it there. What is a program?
Yes,
yes.
I
What
have
do you have about it?
Oh, well, you said programming is an intermediate language developed to allow computer programmers their direct
You are the one saying
activities.
it now, not me.
Programming is an intermediate language developed to allow computer programmers direct the activities of the computer.
Thank you for that. Mr. Choosing, do you have anything to say about that?
Well, on the CIT104, say that a program is a series of coded instructions showing
A
the
series of
logical.
coded instructions. All right?
Yeah.
But
Showing
what is
the
an
logical.
intermediate language actually?
Sorry, what did you say?
What is an intermediate language? When you say intermediate language.
I'm surprised by asking this question because we talked about the same thing in the class. When we talked about computers being very difficult to use in the early stages. What?
Kubo, Algo, and
those are the high level programming languages, and they were very difficult to use.
Yes.
All right. But basically, that intermediate language now, that intermediate instruction, intermediate language, from the word intermediate, in between the core party, in between two other parties. All right.
Okay.
So, Mr. Choosing, you can continue, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. The program is a series of coded instructions showing that says the computer follows to solve a given problem.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Mr. Alfred, you are back now.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Choosing, can you explain further on what you have just helped explained now, what you just read out? Can you explain further, sir?
Okay. Well, I'll say that, that a computer, on the definition or the explanation that a program is a series of coded instructions that, all the programs, like, this includes the application programs and everything that makes us have, a workable experience on a computer. So all from the start of the computer to the running of the program and all the steps that we follow to have a smooth sail through a computer and all of that to solve our problems. For instance, if you want to work on a Microsoft Office, the instructions are there, or how to type, to format, and just follow through. Or working on a PowerPoint and all of that to be able to solve a particular problem, whether it's on calculation or whatever area, basically.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Please, do we all understand what he had just explained now?
No, sir. He's not speaking Nigerian language, so I don't understand. Yeah, I was thinking the person is a white man before, but I've seen his face. He's a Nigerian, so I'm wondering.
Mr. Tuesday, let me get my charger. My phone is getting low.
Sir, can I ask, is he a Nigerian?
Yeah, we'll find out. Thank God he's here. Mr. Tuesday, is he still here? Unmute yourself, sir. Are you a Nigerian? Unmute yourself. Are you a Nigerian, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, please. Can you come down a little bit? Come down to our. I think that your accent is American accent. Come down to Nigerian accent so that we can hear you properly.
Well, it's like Miss Lena agitating to do justice to it. And so want to say something.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. Let me help explain. Mr. Alfred,
Sir,
you were supposed to take what
software.
Yes. So can you please take it? Can you explain to us what it means by software?
Software.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it system software or your software? Are they two different things?
We have now we've talked about software already. All right. Now, what you're supposed to talk about is the classification of computer softwares. All right. And computer software could be divided into major groups, namely that system software and application software. All right. So you can talk about the system software, please.
Okay. I've seen the classification.
Have you seen it, sir?
Yes. Okay. From what you wrote here, that this refers to these are suitable programs that facilitate the optimal use of a hardware system.
Okay, good. So can you explain, please?
Okay, see, I don't know what I don't know if there's difference between system software and software, because I know software, but I'm just saying system software for the first time, because if it's software like what you told us before, that there are applications that are used to facilitate the operations of the computer. There are programs. But I'm saying system software. What is here is this refers to a suite of programs that facilitate the optimal use of hardware system and provide suitable environment for writing, editing, debugging, testing, and running of users a program.
Okay.
It's like that, system software and software, are they the same thing?
No, sir. They are different. They are different. So let me trade to the house. So, Mr. Alfred, what do you understand by system software? Sorry, Mr. Jewelers, system software and software, are they the same thing, sir? And what do you understand by both?
System, like the little I understand about system software, it helps to facilitate the optimal use of hardware. It helps to, to facilitate, how do I just explain this? It helps to facilitate, it helps to show the way. Speeding up, the system, the hardware is, because the hardwares are, like we know, the hardwares are things that we can feel with our hands. These are hardwares, things that we can feel with our hands. They are not software, they are hardwares. And it provides a suitable environment. It makes the environment conducive for you to use this system. And, to write, if you have to write something through the hardware, like if you're using the keyboard, for example, putting in input into the system. So it facilitates that. And debugging, like debugging is, take the things that are not too good in you have to check what is written on and correct the errors, and test running the user program. It helps to test run the user program to help you to go into the system and check the whole thing that the users have to use in the program. This is the little I understand about that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that. Now let me ask us a question. These are two different words: system and software. All right. And we have spoken about what a software is. All right. We said a software is referred to as a set of programs. And this set of programs make the computer system active. Now, we're not talking about that same software, but now system is added to it. Now, when we're talking about computer, you know that this system can also be referred to as units, departments, varieties of instructions and functions. So, if software responsibility is to make the computer active, that means this software is meant for some system, some unit in the computer. This system, this set of instructions, this set of codes, this set of programs is meant for the proper functioning of some systems. Now, this system or units, you cannot refer to them as the writing part of the computer where you need to do some writing, where you need to do some debugging, where you need to do some calculation, where you need to do some formatting. Mention them. Are we together? Now it says here that system software is referred to what? A series of instructions. Let's not forget, programs are also instructions. Programs are also codes. All right? A series of instructions, and these instructions facilitate. All right? Let's not forget, facilitates only what? Support. Only aids. That means the system is already there. All right? That means the system is already available. But this system software only needs to help this system work better.
Excuse me, sir. Where
yes,
I
sir.
just it's not it doesn't say series of programs. It just said suite of programs to facilitate. And
okay,
yeah.
So when we say suits,
yeah,
what are we talking about, sir?
I don't know. This is what I'm asking.
Okay. Just a moment, sir. Mr. Alfred.
Sir, I want to ask, sir, can you give an example of software so that when you see some of these things, I don't have much about computer, but my small boy is very good. Most of all this is that I know them. So what I'm trying to find out is this system software. Can you give an example of system software? Because we have these computers in our offices. We know them, but we don't know the function. We just press and type, and at the end of the day, you use them to send mail and all that. But everything you are saying that they are inside the computer, right? Are they not inside?
Yes, you are right.
Okay. Sir, can you give an example of system where you are saying software? I know, like the Microsoft, a package is the software. They also have other software to perform different programs. Fine, those are what are the systems. So give you an example of system software.
Let me give a little. Let me just tip in a little bit. Sorry for Mr. Alfred. Sorry for bugging in. For example, if for example this what we are doing now, if you're reading from the system, you're already reading from a soft copy. When you're reading from the system, is a soft copy you are reading from. If you have the paper, you're reading from the paper. This is a hard copy. This is an example. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that, Mr. Jelas. Miss Lena, what do you have to contribute to the conversation?
Nothing, sir, because I don't have the keynotes with me.
This is off the keynote now. We're having a discourse. You understand what we are discussing about? System software and a system and the software itself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Chosen, are you there? Mr. Chosen.
Yes, I am.
What he was talking about as the system software. Like I said, I know a software. Some software that are in CDs. Some software you download them from the internet. You understand? They perform specific functions. The system software is what I don't really understand.
Okay, now, very well. Now, let's not waste too much time on this. Now, just like as I said earlier, there is a software.
Yes.
We know what softwares are.
Yes.
Let's say, for example, now, we have Microsoft.
Yes,
All
the
right.
common one.
You know that you can install that application on your system and it doesn't work. It doesn't work well. You have issues with it.
Yes.
Now let's see, computer is a very complex. Electronic machine. Somebody built computer like this. This computer, somebody built it and sold it and put it out too expensive. Now you purchase this computer before you can use what you use your money to buy. Because before you can use it, you should have to go and use your money to buy another thing called software.
Yeah.
Before you can even, because these are multitasking computers. They can do a lot of functions. They are not special computers. They only does one function. They can perform a lot of functions. Now, this computer can perform this function, but it will not do that same function if it's not installed that thing called software. And software are solutions to one particular problem. That's why we have software. We have uncountable number of softwares. Just like we have applications
like the antivirus.
That's one software, and it solves only one problem of antivirus.
Antivirus, yeah.
Just like if you want to play Candy Crush on your phone can play that Candy Crush, but if you don't go to Google Play Store to install Candy Crush, you can never play Candy Crush on your phone. Now, just like what I was saying, after you get this software installed on your phone, there's something called system software that makes that software to work on your computer.
Yes. Just like the software that comes with the phone itself.
Now, the system software is with the computer itself.
Yes. What comes
it's
with
just
the
like
computer.
It's just like a conductor to a bus. People will, even though there is even see people will, if you put where you are going on your top of your bus, people will see that they will enter. All right, conductor only needs to help let people know that this is where this bus is going. This is how many seats remaining. And when it comes collecting money, it collects money for the driver.
Yeah.
This system software, they are only there to facilitate that software you want to install in your computer. And we have them in different phases, and they mention very few. When it comes to writing, all this is all about concept. When it comes to writing, there is a system software, all right, installed in your computer that comes to your computer that enables. Now, don't just think that the moment you have your computer, you download your software or you buy your software and install. Don't just think it's automatically that it works. There's something called system software, and they are the one responsible, all right, for enhancing this, facilitate this software, facilitate these programs and instructions to work perfectly.
External softwares.
Are we on the same page?
Yeah,
it's clear.
I understand now. Thank you, sir. Even though I don't have the keynotes, I can follow now.
Everything is not the keynote. You are just particular about keynote. You can follow as you are talking.
I sent the keynote to you, Ms. Lena, on Telegram. I just sent the keynote to you now.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's continue. So we have that as that under the system software. So, Mr. Juelas, you can take the operating system. Mr. Juelas.
Sorry, I was talking. I don't know that I was muted. It says that operating system is is a program that acts as an interface between a user of a computer and the computer hardware.
Okay.
It says it's an interface that operating system is an interface. So operating system acts between the user and the computer itself. So it's just like what you've just explained now. So it makes the interrelationship between the computer and the person that is using the computer. So it helps to
interface.
Thank you for that, Mr. Juelas. Yes, thank you. But there's something we are still not getting. And I want us to get that, because when you get to 300 level, even though it's not read for exam, you will enter and write and you will not fail. Is the concept behind that word, is the concept behind the combination of any word, is the concept behind any semantics. Now, it says here, notice operating system and system software, they are interwoven, even though they are still distinctive. Now, this is also a system that facilitates and pushing, but this particular one is more interested in the operative parts. Are we together? This particular one is intentional, is deliberate, all right, is eccentric, is focused, is backed up, is so resolute about the operating part of the computer. That is where you have to hit the nail on the head. These are two different words, operating and a system. I mean, just like, I don't know if the lady is on this stream. She asked me a question. She's writing pen on paper. Combination of two words, and they asked what is the interrelatedness. Let's learn to break words down. Operating is a word on its own. System is a word on its own. If you know operating, define it separately. Talk about your system separately and bring the two together. Now, just like what Mr. Jola said, is on point, but I need us to begin to focus more on the concept of word. If you can know the concept, then the explanation will. They can even ask you to write 2,000 words on just a single word. You can develop that. It's not be a problem if you already know what the concept is. All right. Now, the operating system now is particular about the operating part of the computer. Now, when we say the operating, what are we talking about? Computer does not generate information by itself. All right. There is before computer can generate any information, there has to be an input, and this input is made by who? By the user. All right. The computer does not just operate itself. It is somebody that operates the computer. Now, this process of giving computer instruction and instruction being carried out by the computer is being particular. We're talking about the operating part of the computer. Now, we're not talking about the system that enhances that operation. We're talking about the operating system. Makes it easy for the computer and the user to communicate smoothly and perfectly. Are we together? If you understand it like this, if you are asked to write 10,000 words about operating system, it will come in breeze. Because when you finish talking about that, you now begin to talk about the different components that can enhance this operating system. When you talk about the mouse, you talk about the keyboard, you talk about book don't full. All right, so let's go for the concept. I know it will take us time. Probably when we get to our 200 level, we begin to understand more of this. Now, let's just continue. Now, we have here, hardware provides the basic computing resources. All right. Now, the primary goal of operating system is convenient for the users. Now, the primary goal of the operating system, now look at the keyword here, is for the purpose of convenience. All right. This system ensures that there's a smooth communication process between the computer and its users. All right. Do we understand that? Are we good to go?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, Miss Lena, you are here. You can unmute yourself, please. Miss Lena. Sorry, Miss Rena, not Lena, Rena. Miss Rena, can you unmute yourself? We need to.
Good afternoon, sir.
Miss Rena, good afternoon. Do you get the keynote?
Yes, sir. I have the keynote.
Okay, so you can take it up from what we will have as network operating system. Do you have that in your keynote? All right. Do you have that?
Do I have one? No, sir,
Network
it's
operating
breaking. I think
system.
that's what you said.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So these operating systems, we don't have them only in the software. We have them also in the network. When it comes to network, all right. When it comes to which one again? When it comes to time sharing and the likes, all right. So we really have a long way to go. So let's proceed to what we call let's talk about the memory management. All right, memory management. So, Mr. Alfred, you can take it up from there. Memory management, please. Mr. Alfred.
It's you. From what we have here on the notes, memory is central to the operation of modern computer system. Memory is a large array of words or bytes, each with its own addresses. In order for a program to be executed, it must be mapped to absolute address and loaded into memory. I don't understand though.
You have to explain. Oh.
Memory is central to the operation of a modern computer system. Okay.
So can you explain that? Can you write 3,000 words about that, sir?
Yes, I think the little I'm trying to understand is that every computer system has a memory. That it has a memory. It has a memory. Every computer system has a memory.
Okay.
Memory is central to the operation of modern computer. Okay, modern computers has memory. I don't know that those one is different from those memory card and all that, those storage facilities. So I've already looked at it before.
Now, sir. Now let's take it from this angle. When they say something is central to an operation, when it says here that memory is central to the operation, whether modern or local or formal, memory is central. Can you expatiate on that, sir?
No, sir.
You said something very nice. Already. But I'm trying to piece it for you, so you can look at it from different angles.
Memory is central, but if you say something is central to, it's very important to this
Perfect.
to modern computer.
Perfect. You are right when you said all computers have memory. All right. That means that without memory, computer cannot work. Let's understand that first.
Okay.
When I say it cannot work, it doesn't mean that when you switch on your computer, it's not on. That's all I'm saying. Now, computer is an electronic machine that does what? Mr. Alfred, are you with me?
Yeah. Yes, I'm with you.
Yes.
It processes data.
Yes. The all and sundry of any computer is to receive instruction and process it and give it back. And
yes.
It said that in that three layer, there's something in between. That in between is that spot where it processes information. And how can a computer process information if it has no memory? All right. That's why when you want to buy a computer, laptop today in the market, laptop differ. I don't know whether some person have seen this my laptop on my GP that I option it. See this my laptop that is here with the one I'm using. It's just very small difference that we have apart from other functionalities. This one is 4 gig RAM. All right, 4 gig RAM, and this one is 500 gig. Now, can this process the information this 500 gig RAM can process? Is anybody there to respond?
What was the question, sir?
We're talking about storage, the memory management. And I just showed 2 different computers with different memories. And the question was, the first one which has 4 gig memory, and the other one that has 500 gig memory, can both, I mean, the capacity of information management, can it be on the same level for both systems?
No, it can never be. We have to use our phone, for example. If your phone doesn't have enough gig where you can put down where you can store memories, is sometimes you discover that messages that are sent are not saved because the memory is full. It's sent you that the memory is full. If the memory is full, it means it can't take any more information into the system. So it's just start malfunctioning.
Perfect. That is why even when you want to buy a computer, the very first thing you go and check, the very first thing you look out for is the memory capacity. Now, do we know that sometimes when the memory capacity of our phone is exhausted, it begins to misbehave? When I say misbehave, it begins to slow down. Its capacity is reduced. Like your computer now, if it will take you before, like if it takes like 1 minute to load an information before, the moment your memory capacity has gotten to its limit, it takes almost forever to load the information. All right, it begins to misbehave, it begins to malfunction.
And if the system is a modern one, it will even ask you, it instructs you to delete some messages. And exactly. If messages that are not too important, like pictures and all that you don't need, you might go inside and start deleting them. Then you have more space to save some other things. But there's something question I wanted to ask. My question was, we have a database and now we have memory base. So this database and memory, are they working in hand to hand? Because I know the database are where informations are stored. For example, in an organization, database, these companies, they have database where they store their own information so that they can share the information to, for example, if they have several departments, so that the computers are not really overstressed with storage and all that, so they can store the informations are stored in the memory in the database, so that all the users of different computers can just go into the database and sort their own informations there. Yes. It makes computer system more efficient for the users to use because they are not fully in the computer. Anytime you put the application will just direct you to the database and pull in the system from the database to your computer, and then you can use it for that moment. But the question I'm asking is in hand to hand with this of memory and database. Though I know that database are made for private use and all that, but yeah.
Okay. So, thank you very much for that, sir. It's a little bit of contribution and question at the same time. Well, from what I think, let me use hosting companies, for example. But before I talk about that, database is independent. All right. And we can see it from different angles. Just like what Mr. Jella said, to avoid overcrowding or overflow of information on computers. All right. A database, to me, it also serves that function of storage. All right. But it might not be directly on your computer. According to the material, and what we should understand is that memory management is one thing that works with computer, which is the storage part of the computer, storage system. Right? And from what I understand so far, every computer has a storage facility. All right. And those storage facilities are very essential to performance. Now, when we talk about the database, basically, from what it is said, database, all right, where you can get all available data on a particular thing, ready-made and available. It is storage for data. That's why I said the word is tricky and it can be interchangeably used. All right, it's a form of storage as well, where data are being stored. Specific data are being stored for specific reasons. But according to the material, what we have here is just the computer memory storage, where the computer also stores. And just like we all know, the computer has a lot of storage facilities. All right, we have the ROM, we have the RAM. All right, we have the primary, we have secondary memory, we have all this type of memory. All right, but all these things still serve one purpose as storage. Now let's elaborate a bit. Then we're going to talk about database. Database can be a storage, all right, set apart from the computer that only users that are given the authority. A database can be on the internet. It might not be on one particular computer. It might just like I said in that one. I use all these hosting companies. All right, if you buy hosting from them, they will add your website to their database. That database existed all this while, but you could not access it because you never bought any hosting from them. But the moment you buy that hosting, you are given a key to enter into that company, into that organization. So I can say database is more of a kind of storage available on the internet, not just to a particular computer. And this storage available on the internet is usually being bought. Let me say land, vacant land that somebody bought on the internet or online, and now begins to build. All right, that building now is now referred to as data, and these data are for specific purpose. And you can give access to whoever you want to give access to if you are the owner of that land that you have built your data. So to look at it on the broader level, database is not limited to just the computer. I think it's more of internet stuff. But what the computer has as its own is memory management. Are we together?
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
So, I think Mr. Alfred said he has a meeting or something. Maybe he has left. So, Mr. Choosing, are you with us, Mr. Choosing?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, please, can you take the language translator?
Okay, sir. All right. The language translator is a programming.
Choosing, I can't hear you.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Okay, I think it's a bit better.
It's muffled. Your voice is muffled.
Okay, just a moment.
Away from his microphone.
Okay. What about now? Can you hear me now?
Now clearly, yes.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, I take it now. Okay, the language translators. A programming language is a set of notations in which we express our instructions to the computer. Can I continue?
Now, sorry, sir. Let's take a point here. We are talking about language translator. Now, if first talked about programming language, why do we need a language translator? What is it used for? Now, see where it took us to. It took us to programming language. It told us what programming language is. Now, is that going to take us to what a translator is? According to what it said, a programming language is a set of notation in which we express our instruction. That means that we express our instruction to the computer. It doesn't understand. All right. So something has to translate that instruction we have expressed to the computer for it to understand and process. Are we together?
I think it's a machine language and binary.
Awesome. Awesome. We are getting there. Now, continue, sir.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, just a moment. All right, I take it now.
Are you having issues with getting the file? Are you with us, sir? Mr. Okay, I think the network. Okay, Mr. Jelas, can you continue, please? Please let me open this door. It's very hot in here. Okay. Just Nigerian ADC just they did what they know how to do best.
Sorry, please. I had some issues that went off. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
Is a set of notations in which we express our instructions to the computer, and also the three examples of classes of language translators are assemblers, interpreters, and compilers.
Okay, so you might explain, just talking briefly on all the types.
Sir?
Okay. Mr. Choosing, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Choosing. Okay.
Yes, please. I can hear you, sir.
Okay, please can you explain quickly what the assembler means, what the interpreter and the compiler?
And the compiler. Okay. Just a moment. The assembler, the interpreter, and the compiler. Lord help me.
Yes, sir.
I'm forgetting it. Okay, the interpreter is will I say it's one of the interpreter, please, sir, is it the same as command interpreter? Yeah, it's different.
What did you say, sir?
The interpreter, will I say, is a component of an operating system.
Okay. Well, I think maybe you're having issues viewing your documents. Okay. Don't worry. Maybe you could just take a chill pill. Let Mr. Jewelers.
Yes.
Please, can you help interpret these three types of translators?
He said an interpreter is a program that accepts program for a source language, read, translate, and execute it line by line into machine.
Line by line.
Yes. What he's telling us here is that interpreter is a device that in the system that take the language. When you put in the machine language before it was changed to binary language, if you put in the language, it's this interpreter that will tell the system what you're really talking about. Like we know that this machine language are of different types. When the machine language is different from the binary language. The machine language is a kind of more mechanical, and the other ones are just numbers. So is this interpreter that interprets and execute it line by line to the language that computer will understand.
Thank you very much. Now let's get this concept. Thank you very much, Mr. Taylor. Thank you very much. Now let's get this concept. Classes of language interpreter. We have the assembler, assembles, interprets, and compiler. All right. Now, just like we said something about the interpreter, the assembler does more of the putting together of this program. All right. Putting together the entire program. All right. Then the interpreter does its thing, interprets the program line by line, and we have the compiler. All right. And this accepts. All right.
Sorry, sir. Is it compiler or compiler?
Beg your pardon, compilers.
Compilers. Okay.
Compilers. All right. And it said that a compiler is a computer program. It accepts source program. When we say source, that is the raw program. All right. In one high-level language, reads and translates. All right. Then put it into an equivalent machine language called the object program or object code. Basically, all these types, what they do is that they accept instructions, all right, and put them in a proper form where the computer can digest it and give it back as an output. All right. So we have that as that. Now let's talk about now, Miss Lena, you have the gist. When we take application software, right? Can you?
Well, application software is a set of programs designed to solve problems of a specific nature.
Do you mind slowing down and taking that again?
Okay. Application software is a set of programs that is designed to solve problems of a specific nature.
Problem of a specific nature. Application software. Yes.
Yeah, that is designed to solve an issue like let's say, for example, you have to my own understanding, when you're talking about the specific nature, something is set to, okay, sewing machine. Now let's use sewing machine for an example. It is built for a specific purpose, that is to sew wares. Right? I hope I'm on the right track.
Yeah,
okay, so
right.
That is what it means. A set of programs, a set of software that are designed to solve, take for example, antivirus. It is built to ward off viruses that try to attack your system and gadgets and all sorts. So yeah, that's what I understand by application software.
Computer. Yeah. Thank you very much for that, ma. Thank you very much. Do you have anybody who wants to make contribution to what you have just said? Do you have anybody who wants to make contribution to what she just said? Okay, now let's proceed. Mr. Jewelers, please, can you take flow charts? Let's hear what you have on flow charts. Mr. Jewelers. Okay, I think we don't have Mr. Jewelers there. Now, let me give us some key points on the following terms before we call it a wrap for today. All right. My phone is on 4% and I feel so exhausted already. All right. So now let's take flow charts very quickly. Now, thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now, a flow chart for those of us that did CIT104 practicals, this question came out in the practical. A flowchart, both flowcharts, both pseudocode, decision table, all right, they all perform one function, help to solve problem, but they help in solving this problem in different ways. All right, we have that of flowchart, which does graphical representation of a major step of work in progress. The flowchart is more of a graphical representation. All right. We have the pseudocode. The pseudocode also shows how you intend to solve a problem, but pseudocode does more of the logical, all right, logical part of the program. All right, it does more of the logical part, while the flowchart does more of the graphical representation part of the whole thing. And we have something called decision table. This actually helps analyze a problem. That is the decision table. All right. So are we good to go? Are we good to go?
Please, can you explain that decision table?
Okay. Okay. Basically, decision table has to do with analyzing a problem. It is particular about analyzing, breaking this problem down properly, all right, then get solution from analyzing it. Are we good to go?
Yeah.
Sir.
Awesome. So very quickly, let's quickly look at some abbreviations and some terms before we call it a wrap. Now, I have, this is coming from CIT103. I have something called zip. When a file is zip, what does it mean?
Sir?
It means that when a file is zip, ZIP, what does it mean?
It's compressed.
Awesome. And what about unzip?
Decompressed.
Good, good. So when we say www, what are we talking about?
World Wide Web.
Please, Miss Lena, slow down. Let others contribute too.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you hear me, please?
Loud and clear,
yes,
sir.
This is more food, sir. I can't hear you.
Is well. I need to take off the.
Okay. Well, a friend told me that the zip, to zip a file, it helps to protect the quality of the file as well. Is that true or false?
No, it's not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Sure, why not? Why not?
I'm not sure.
Miss Lena, why did you say so?
Well, to my own understanding, at least I know a very little bit about it. Okay, if you are, when you are sending a large file, okay, let me just explain the way I understand it. When you're sending a large file, and you probably do not want it to take up so much space on your gadgets, isn't that one of the reasons you zip the file?
That's the primary reason.
Good. And then when you zip this file, isn't this going to reduce the quality of the if it's an image, won't it reduce the quality?
No, it doesn't.
Yes. And also, it was with a video challenge, it said that WhatsApp reduced quality of videos and all that.
Yes,
why Telegram
WhatsApp
helps
does
to
that.
Yes. So when he zipped the file and sent to me on Telegram, we have to unzip it and all of that. And it was beautiful because we tried to experiment it. The one that was set without zipping, through WhatsApp, we projected it on the screen. It was
let me tell
dull.
you something, sir.
Yeah. Sir?
What Ms. Lena, that's why I said, let's always look at the concept of things. Why do you need to zip a file? Now, why is the file large? What makes a file large? The quality of the content. Now, there's something called what's it called? SEO. All right. There's something called SEO. Now, when we say SEO, what did you say?
There's something called what?
SEO.
Okay, yeah, I know
Now,
that.
when we say SEO now, on your website, if you have a website, you want to make your website super fast and accessible, whereby you can get good ranking by Google. Google will only rank your website if it doesn't take forever to load. All right, and the content in your website, they are not heavy. When I say heavy, the quality, no, not even the quality, the size. The reason why we zip file is because when you move files around, we all know that if you move large files, it takes forever. Even online, it takes forever. So now, what makes a file large, what makes a file good is the quality. So when you are zipping now, you are not only reducing the size of that file, you're also protecting, you are protecting everything. You want everything to be the same. The only thing you want to change is the size. You understand? So you are protecting the quality, you are protecting the anything, everything is protected. It's just like a package. It's just like giving a gift. Like you are giving a gift, somebody wants to gift. Take, I'm giving it to you. This is the gift. And the one that you wrap with nylon, did this spoil anything? You have only covered the beauty and everything only for the person that you want to give that gift to see it. And when the person says, "Oh, I love this gift," so it does protect you indirectly. But the primary thing that is meant for.
So in essence, it doesn't affect the quality of the file.
No, it doesn't.
Sorry, sir. I'm going to try an experiment and I'll come back to you, sir.
No, but Mr. Chosen already said that they experimented already now. But he's going to go and do his own experiment.
Mr. Chosen did his own experiment. I would like to see it for myself to be certain.
All right.
So, Mr. Chosen, what do you have under HTML? What's the full meaning of HTML?
Hypertext.
I said Mr. Chosen. I didn't say Mr. Lina. Miss Lina. They are two different names.
I forgot that.
Mr. Chosen, do you want to help us with that?
Hello?
Mr. Chosen, are you there?
Okay, HTML. It means hypertext markup language.
Awesome.
Markup language.
Mr. Joel, are you still there? Thank you, Mr. Chosen.
Okay.
Mr. Joel, are you still there?
Yes, I'm just coming back. I went out to attend to something. I'm just coming back now. I don't know where you are now.
Mr. Tutuaya.
Ma?
When you say word is a WYSIWYG, where does that come from, please? Is this also in computer or it's just an error?
What's that?
WYSIWYG.
What you see is what you get.
Exactly. Yeah. Is it also a computer word?
Yes. What you see is what you get. It's what is garbage in, garbage out.
Okay. So it's a computer word.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Because I wanted to be sure.
So let's talk about some abbreviation. When we say CTRL-U, what does that mean?
I don't know where you are, please. I don't know where you are.
When you say what, sir?
Mr. Jolas, we are in CIT104 now. The material.
Now you switch off already. Let me change. Thank you.
CIT103, yes. We are about to call it a wrap. So we say let's touch one or two things on the GS103 material.
Finally, sir. Thank you, sir.
Finally, okay. So when we say CTRL-U, what are we talking about? Go ahead. Say it, please.
Okay. Underline, sir.
Okay, what about if you want to undo, what key is that? What short key?
Control Z.
It's not Control Z, it's Control Z.
Control
Control
Z.
Z.
Yes. Mr. Choosing, when you want to make it bold, is what?
Control B.
Okay, Mr. Jolas, are you there? Mr. Jolas. Okay, I think he's trying to figure out the material. Now, when you want to redo, when you undo something and you now intend to redo, what do you use?
Control Y. Control
Sir?
Y.
Control Y.
Control
Now, when you
Y.
want to copy all the file,
Control
when you
A.
want to copy all the
Yes,
you don't even
control.
let me land. Okay, that's good. So when you want to paste, you go.
Control
Huh?
P.
If you want to paste,
You want to paste.
yes.
Control P.
Okay. You want to paste what you've copied. Now,
Yeah,
when you
Which one is Control C?
Control C
okay.
is copy.
Yeah,
Okay.
which one is
Control
Control A?
for print.
Copy all your typings. That is when on your Microsoft Word, when you have a document open on your Microsoft Word and you want to copy everything on it, you Control A, so you'll be able to copy from the heading down to the footing. So yes, that's Control A.
Oh, okay, P. So, excuse me, sir. The control P. Miss Lena, what did you say control P is for?
Paste.
I was
When
thinking.
after copying all the files on your Microsoft Word that is open, you want to paste it on another new. Sorry, I've gone so far.
Okay,
You want to paste it on
which one is
another. You open another page and you want to paste it. Like the word you have copied from a particular file, you want to paste it somewhere else. When you Control A, you go to the new file you want to paste it and you Control P. Whatever you have copied will drop on the new what do they call it? New file you've opened.
Okay, so control P
Thank
is
you.
it for print preview? Which one is
Sorry,
for
I can't
print
hear
print?
you, children. Sorry, I can barely hear you, so I might not be able to answer. Sorry,
Okay.
I've
Heard
already
that.
passed.
Which one is for print preview or for print or preview?
Should I continue to tell you because it's asking me?
It's about it's a discussion.
Okay. All right. Print review is for example, if your system,
Miss Lena, wait. Miss Lena, wait.
Not the meaning.
Miss Lena, wait. Miss Lena, wait. Let me quickly come in there. I think you are mixing it up.
Yes.
When you say Control P, you want to print.
Yes. That's
You
why
want to
I'm
print.
asking.
Yes.
But when you
Sorry.
say
Control
Yes.
V. Control V
Yes.
is for
that was why I
print.
was particularly asking you.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
That you have mixed it up.
Control V is for paste. While Control P is for print. You understand? Yes.
Yowa. Gaskiya.
Thank you.
You're
So,
welcome.
if you want to do a new page, if you're on okay, I have to go now. My phone is on 1%,
Control N.
and I don't want to lose this recording. So we are done with everything already. So on this note, I have to bring this last one in. But basically, we've been able to touch a lot of things, and I believe we can from here handle the keynote all by ourselves. So thank you very much, everyone. And the timetable will be out
Post
soon.
the recorded session, please.
Yes, I will do that, sir. The timetable will be out soon, and we'll know what we're having for next week. Thank you very much, everyone, and let's have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you, everyone. Have a beautiful Sunday.
And you too.